Evening everybody, my name's darksmoka. I'll be your host for this evening. Tonight we are racing the team versus team event. This is NXTGEN versus MRC. We have got two sprint races tonight from Catalunya, first of 10 laps and second of 18. Coming to a close of the season, one round left next week. Pot's pretty much had it sewn up, so we'll just go and join his lobby as we wait for quali to start. Room's currently available. I don't know what's going on. Okay, this is not good. I'm gonna just have to message the lobby host Potter McPot. Why? So we'll try again while we wait. Okay, it might have let me in. As you can see, I've changed my car. The Nissan, it really wasn't working for me. I've had to follow the crowd and dive in with a Porsche, unfortunately. But that's the car for the season. I think 90% of them are going to be Porsches this season for the GTTCC. So 6 in the lobby at the minute. Pav's in the room. Let's go and have a look. I don't know if Potter McPot has actually started quali yet. He just needs to change the settings. That may have been why I couldn't join if he was changing settings, just as I tried to join in the lobby. Just flick up to the front, man. Jumbo not here last week. Shows. It's a difficult track. I was racing around here the other night, just trying to put some laps in. I was actually with Potter McPot, trying to put some laps in around here. I found that corner pretty tricky, and this next one, this corner. Always get that wrong. On the gas far too early. So 6 guys out on track at the minute. So this is quali, 15 minutes of quali. 2 races, first of 10 laps and second race of 18 laps. Slightly different setup for each race. So first race of 10 laps, they start with a full tank, no pit stops, and they use any tyres between the racing softs and racing hards. And on the second sprint race of tonight, the feature race, that's 18 laps, they start with half a tank of fuel and must use 2 different compounds of tyre. Fuel consumption is on at ×3, and tyres are at ×4. Penalty system's on. So Louis up front at the minute, but this is just out laps at the minute. 56 on his out. He's comes through the last chicane. Through New Holland. So he's now got 145.1. Period at 145.4. Cashman and NGR 30 back this week, APA 3 as well. So we'll just see what Jambo does when he comes across the line. So 144.7, so that puts him up into first place predominantly in the minute. Evening watchers. So we're live at Catalunya for the 11th round of the team versus team event sponsored by David Appleby Engineering. You'll see the logos of DAE there on the front of the cars. They've kindly sponsored this series with 2 tickets down to the Brands Hatch race, the GT Brands Hatch race with garage access. So a big shout out to the guys down there for doing that. Pav now with the fastest, sitting at the top with a 144.4, so a good lap from him. He has put Potter McPot under pressure for a couple of these races. Did join late into this series. Has enjoyed it, got into the groove of things with his car. He's in second place now with a 144.4. So that puts Jambo back down into third. Louis fourth, Hyperia fifth. Potter and Pot with a 147.5. So we'll just keep an eye on him as he comes around the last couple of corners. So standings at the minute for this series, we've got Pot and Pot walking away with it really with 412 points. Hyperio in second with 249 points. This is after 11 rounds. Louis in third with 220 points. NGR Jambu in fourth with 189 points. L Game with 188. Perzel with 180. Madbrush in 7th with 174, VLX 2D 147, Street Boy 02 with 111 points, NGRE 30 with 110, MRC Bobby in 11th with 109, Pav 46 with 99, but as I say he did start late into this championship. NGR Cashman with 85, APA 3 with 59, Timmy 1987 with 51. I think he's left this league. I think a few guys have dropped out. ADX Dawson, now NGR Dawson, I don't believe he'll be back in this. He's on 46 points in 16th. Suzim's on 42 in 17th. So we have had a lot of guys come and go. There's still plenty to pay for the guys in the middle of the pack. As I say, Potter has pretty much run away with it. Still from second back, there's still plenty to pay for. 3 races to go. So we'll just jump off to Perzel. Pav, sorry. He's spinning off track. Now holding the fastest at 144.0. Half a second up on Perzel's time in a minute. Perzel just bringing that down. Bottom of pot with a 140.46, so he's up to third at the minute. Not managing to better that on that last lap. Jambu still holding that 144.7. Louis with a 145.1. And Hyperion with a 145.3. So only 6 guys in the lobby at the minute. So guys coming into the pits, going to stick some new tyres on now they've burnt some fuel off. So positions unchanged at the minute. Have back out on a fresh set as he comes down to the elf corners. Renault. Down to the Repsol. It's again a difficult corner to get right. Still holding that first pav. This is a corner I struggled with last night. Hard on the brakes into this one. Late apex. Not too early on the gas. Very easy to run wide on that corner, go across the yellow curb there, incur yourself a penalty. I'm sure these guys are good enough not to do that, unlike myself. So let's just watch Pav coming through the last chicane. So this is an out lap that won't better his fastest. 44.8, still not bad. As I say, 1 round to go next week. Circuit de la Sarthe, that's an enduro race next week. So that's a 50-minuter. There will be pits and fuel strategy and a lot of fuel saving going on. Last week came live from Nürburgring. There's a lot of talk on that race. It's a love or hate relationship with that track. For most people anyway. It takes a lot of learning. This week the nice short course of Catalunya. Sitting in second still with that 144.1. A couple of minutes left of this quali. Again, these sprint races do tend to throw up some close fights. The enduros seem to get a bit spread out throughout the course of the race, but these sprint races, there's a lot of action going on. I do struggle sometimes to keep up with it all. So Bottom of Pot managing to better his time, but not his place. He's now with a 144.3, but still in third. Jambu still with 144.7. 144.8 and Louis with the 145.1 still. So Hyperio is sorry, Pavi good one there, another 1:44.3. So we may see, depending on the other lobby, there is 2 lobbies open tonight. This is the pro lobby you're watching tonight. There is a pro am lobby open as well. Only split by their qualifying times to actually enter this race. And depending on how many people are in that lobby, they might end up joining our lobby to make it a bit of a fuller racetrack. More action, and the points will be doled out accordingly depending on whether you're pro or pro-am. So Potter manages to get past Potter in the positions at the minute, so now with a 1:40.44.18. So now on the grass in ghost mode. So just looking to end this quali now. So only 15 minutes of quality and then went into 2 races. First being of 10 laps and the second being of 18. Reverse grid for the second race as well. Always makes an interesting race. Faster guys from the first race start at the back, have to fight their way through. So Hyperio again better in his time, but not his position. Now with a 1:44.6. So just Personal and Potter swapping places there. Potter and Potts started the finals. So again, 10 laps of Catalunya. No pit stops. Didn't pay attention, but I'm assuming all the guys are on hard tyres. So Pav in first, Persley in second, Jambo in third, Potter in fourth, Hyperio in fifth, Louis in sixth. So we'll just keep our eye on mid-pack. Lights are on. They're off. So Jambo getting a good start. Potter also getting a good start, and Louis. So jamming up a little bit. So Jambo now side by side with Pav. Coming down into the first corner. 4 wide at the back there. Got to be careful. So Potter up into third. Oh, a little bit of contact. And from behind for Potter. So Jambo managed to take the place off Pav, putting him into second. Louis managed to jump up into third. Potter and I believe it was Hyperio getting into a bit of an incident at the start there. Potter nearly going off track. Louis already gaining a penalty, trying to lose that. So Potter up into third. Hyperio fourth, Purcell fifth, and Louis sixth. Louis still trying to lose that penalty. Quick if you want to stay in this race. So Pav right on the back of MGR Jambo. Jambo not managing to make gap on him. So he might struggle down this straight to hold him off. Hyperio's climbed his caught some time back off Potter. Right on him as well behind this pair. Pair of those making a little bit of time on Percy behind them. Hyperio just getting it a little bit wider, losing a tiny bit of time to Potter. Jambo also gaining a bit of time on Pav as well. Pav just getting the back end a little bit loose coming out of there. So losing time again. Just dropping out of the slipstream range. He's got a little bit, he's clawing that back. To keep third in a minute. Hyperio having a look down the inside, trying to put the willies at Potter, but Potter's wise to that. So Jambo now getting almost a second over Pav. So we're getting through that first turn. Well there, Jambu. Pav is closing the gap. It's 2.2 seconds back between Pav and Potter. Potter again extending that gap. Oh, Purcell going down the inside of Hyperio there, taking the place off him. Good move from Purcell. It looks like Hyperio is looking to take the place back in his next corner. Oh, running him wide. A pair of them going wide. So that's put them at the back. Louis taking advantage of that, going up into fourth. Just see Louis dropped his penalty as well, so he's free to race again now. So Pav going in for a dive down the outside. Not going to make it there, Pav. It was a good run. Jambu managed to hold on to that place. Potter was closing that gap a little bit. Jambu and Pav going wide a little bit there. Potter is closing that gap. So 3.8, so now 3.6 seconds back from Potter. So Louis getting into the flow of it as well. Pavs and the Hyperio having it coming together. Both of them went off track, losing a lot of time. Hyperio holding 3 seconds penalty as well, almost. So again, Pav's not allowed Jambu to run away with it. Both made time again, back up on Potter. So Potter down to 2.2 back from this pair again. Opening the gap up to Louis behind him. 4 seconds now. So I don't know whether Hyperio outbraked himself in that incident between himself and Purcell. Whether it was a show of force on his part, I doubt it very much. It's been clean driving throughout this series. Pav again looking down the outside. There's a good camera angle there. So Pav looking like his best chances down the start-finish straight. Stick with Jambu through the chicane. Again, difficult one to get right. You've got to watch those curbs. Tendency to take your wheels off the ground and lose your traction. Potter's closing that gap again, he's 1.8 seconds. So can Pav get it done? Jambu just closing the door on him a little bit, putting him off. So have a look at the guys behind. So Louis dropped a bit more time off from Potter, 4.3, 4.4 back now. Purcell's coming back at him, 3.3 back from Louis now. And Hyperio 7.5 back from Purcell. So we'll see if Hyperio can do anything from back. It's only 10 laps, 4 laps in at the minute. Pav right on the back of Jambu. Potter's clawed his way right onto the back of this pair as well. So he's got to watch it now. Potter has been pretty dominant throughout this series. So again, Pav looking down that outside line. So it's a three-way fight at the minute. Half a second between all three of them. So you've got to stay tight for the slipstream. closer together. Potter looking down the inside of Pav. Not quite this time. So there's a little bit of time there, Potter. So Louis still holding 4.8 back from Potter, and Purcell is closing that gap slowly. Just watch himself, Louis. If Purcell could do a nice bit of driving the last few laps. So Hyperio's pulled over. I don't know what's going on with him. Again, these three absolutely nose to tail. It's going to take one tiny mistake. Pav again looking on that outside line. Just going defensive, cutting him off. It's giving Potter the opportunity to claw his time back on these two. Nice tight line there by Pav. So he's right on the back of Jambu for this one. Can he get the run down the start finish straight? So Jambu going defensive. Pav's got his work cut out for him. So he's maybe got the cut back, but then Jambu's got the inside line for this one. Again, he's still with these two, so Pav just a little bit of contact. Jambu wide there. Respectful again, Jambu going defensive. So Potter looking for a quick move down the inside of Pav, but not quite getting it done. Keeping it real clean considering how close they are. A lot of paint missing, but no major incidents. So Pav having to go defensive for Potter now. So now Jambu to gain a little bit of time on him. So Pav having to take a semi-defensive line. Just cover his options. So Jambu going a little bit wide, that's giving Pav a run down the inside. He's had to back off. Jambu's just closed the door on him, but Potter's had a quick look down the outside of Pav as well. So side by side coming into the chicane. Just give Potter the inside line for the last corner. Potter taking the place. Pav might have the run. Good move there by Potter. Taking Pav around the outside. Taking a defensive line there, and Pav almost losing it. Pav looking down the outside of Potter, outbraking Potter there, taking that place back. Potter won't be happy about that. So right on him, looking for a dive down the inside. No, not this one. He's got a tight line through there though. Again looking slightly down the inside for this one. So Jambu managing to get a second on this pair now due to the fighting. So Purcell past Louis. So you'd have to watch him. It looks like Louis had a bit of a moment. He's fair way back from Purcell. So Potter just losing the back end there. Lost a bit of time to Pav, not a lot. He's kept him in check. That gap again coming down to Jambu. on a curb there, boys. You've got to watch the penalties. So gap coming down again between Potter and Pav. Has he got the legs down here to get it done before the first corner? It's not looking. Potter's having another look. Again, no joy. Again, right on the back of him. So maybe looking for a tighter line through there, taking the wider line in. The tighter line. He's got the inside line. Almost three abreast. Oh, so again, just having to tuck out there. And now Pav losing the back end. Potter managing to get down the outside of him. So Potter taking that place back and closing the gap on Jambu as well. So, nasty moment there for Pav. Just lost the back end a little bit coming through that corner. Now Potter's slid down the inside and take the place off him. 2 laps left. Potter holding current fastest lap with 1:44.5. We'll just flick through the guys. So 1:44.8 for Jambu, 1:44.5 for Potter, a 1:44.6 for Pav, 1:44.8 for Perzel, a 1:45.2 for Louis, and Hyperion with a 1:44.9, but looks like he's not playing in this race. So Potter closing that gap again, but Pav's within slipstream distance. Potter right on him now, Jambu going defensive. Blocking off the apex, cutting Potter's fast line off. So Potter looking down the inside, going to keep the place not quite. Jambu cutting him off. Potter on a little look around the outside, and then gets a tighter line. So trying everything Potter to take that first place. It's lap 9 of 10 now. Pav's closed back on them as well. So a bit of time through there, did Pav. Now almost a second back from this pair. So Potter getting a good run out of that corner. Both of them looking down the inside for this one. One of them can get around there. So again, Potter getting a good drive out. It's a bit closer to Jambu now, if you can keep that gap onto the start-finish straight. Legs down the start finish straight again. Jambu going defensive, Potter looking down the outside, outbraking him, holding his line, taking the place off Jambu. Good bit of driving from Potter, take that place. Jambu looking down the inside, back on him though. He's just had to back off and give Potter the place back. Again, he might look down the inside here. Potter doesn't watch it, so he had a little look. So on the final lap now, Potter manages to take that place into the first corner as well. Holding fastest lap as well, Potter McPot, 1:44.5. So Jambu losing a bit of time to Pav as well, so he's got to be careful. Perzel 6 seconds back from Pav. Louis now 11 seconds back from Perzel, and Hyperion still parked on the red. So Potter gaining a bit more time over these pair. Pav and Jambu having a bit of a battle for this second place and these last couple of corners. Yes, Hyperio, there is you. So what are you doing parked over there, my friend? So we'll just keep our eye on Potter as he comes around the last corner. 1.3 up from this pair now on the last lap. He managed to take the place in the first corner. 1.3 up, so Potter in first, Jambu second, Pav in third. Looking like Purcell fourth, Louis in fifth, and Hyperio is still parked on the grass. Do you not like this track, Hyperio? Could have at least given it a go. There might have been points on offer. So I think you might have to leave the lobby, Hyperio, if you're not going to be racing. Not crossing the finish line anyway. Time will tick down, but it is 1 minute and 20 away. Well, if you do it in SF19, Hyperio, you should know it in this car. Slightly different, I know. Yeah, there is a final clock, but it's still 1 minute away, my friend. So Potter again taking another good win. A good fight between these three. Potter managed to pull a lot of time back on them as well. It was a fair way back at the beginning of the race, and from, I'd say, mid-race, about lap 5, there was a real good battle between these three. A few position changes. Hyperio and Purcell having to come in together, unfortunately. Both of them ended up on the grass, and Hyperio just commenting on the stream there, saying he was a danger, so he was better just to park off the track. Well, fair play, teammate. Better than ruining someone's race. So there's your standings. Hyperio 6 laps back. So we will probably have a couple of minutes gap while people grab drinks, maybe go to the toilet, etc. And then we'll jump into race 2. So it'll be a reverse race of the race you've just seen. Reverse grid, sorry, not reverse race. A reverse grid of the race you've just seen, again around Catalunya, but this time for 18 laps. There will be pit stops, and they have to use 2 different compounds of tyre within those pit stops. So this is the NXTGEN versus MRC team versus team event. This series has been sponsored by David Appleby Engineering. Those boys there have offered 2 tickets to the British GT race down at Brands Hatch with garage access. So a real good prize. There is 2 lobbies open. There is the Pro-Am lobby as well. I don't know if anyone's streaming that live, but Chris Wall Racing, CJW Racing on Facebook and YouTube. Sorry, he should be streaming it from his perspective if he's racing. But I don't know if anyone's commentating as such over the race. So yeah, bottom at pot, just informing everyone 5 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see if Hyperio starts the second race. He might pop up on the chat and say nope. A bit of chatter in the group chat from the Pro-Am guys. Some complaining. I won't go into it. It's not for this. It's not for this stream. Hyperio on Potter. Yeah. Yeah. To Hyperio's defence, Purcell. He's not enjoyed this track, so that's why I pulled over. didn't think he'd help it, mate. He did pretty much stop racing afterwards. So a couple of minutes to go till we dive into race 2 of tonight's action. As I say, this is round 11 of 12. Next week we come live from Circuit de la Sarthe. That is going to be an enduro race, so that's going to be a 50-minute race. They have to... Sorry, they start with maximum full tank of fuel, and they can use any tyres between racing softs and racing hards. They don't have to swap combinations or anything like that during the enduros. It's whatever they feel like. But this second race, they do start with half a tank of fuel, and they must use 2 different compounds of tyres. So there might be a bit of strategy involved, a bit of fuel saving. I've been told I'm not very good at spotting strategies when people run longer than others. People going for the one stop and stuff. Yeah, so a few missing tonight. No L game, no dangly ball, no NGR Cashman, no APA 3. There's a fair old few missing tonight. No NGR 30, no Timmy 1987, no Street Boy 02, no NGR Dawson. Yeah, a few missing. So there is another race tomorrow night I'm commenting over. That is for the P1 race community. That's their Super Formula League. Again, that'll be 9 o'clock qualifying, and then racing for me on Friday night. So it's the start of the GTTCC races for MRC. So there'll be a bit of me racing, a little less professional than this is. Maybe a few more sweary words, which tend to come out when I'm actually behind the wheel. So check me out tomorrow for commentating. Check me out Friday for my racing. First race is Bathurst, and the second race is St Crow on Friday. So I've had to pick the Porsche because it seems to be the only thing that's anywhere near competitive for me anyway. I've tried a few others, but yeah, they just weren't working for me, so I ended up with a Porsche, as did 90% of the other guys. Alright, maybe 80% of the other guys, we'll see. See when the videos come out, see what everyone else is driving. So a couple of minutes left before we jump into the second race. So it'll be Potter starting at the back with Jambu in front of him, Pav in front of him, Purzel, then Louis, and then Hyperio if he decides to start. So this will be 18 laps. Might spread out a little bit more due to the slightly increased length. So nobody out on track to actually go and watch. All the guys just parked in the pits waiting for this race to start. Yeah, so no Hyperio in the pits at the minute. Be interested to see whether it does actually start the race. Like Pottermore Potts just typing away, probably give the guys a 1 minute warning. Yeah, exactly that, 1 minute warning. So if you've not already give the channel a like and a subscribe and all that malarkey. I'll probably give you all this bump again at the end. Yeah, go check out some of the other videos. If you want to see what Friday's racing is going to be like, go check out the MRC TvT CC videos on this channel. As I say, I do get a bit more feisty. So Hyperio sitting this one out then. So only 5 guys on track for this second race. First guy out on track. See if he can get a side to lap in, learn the corners, just give himself a little reminder of what he's got coming up. Trying to drift that Mercedes around the track. Giving himself a half-second penalty in the process. Probably losing it. So the guy's just pulling out the pits, waiting for this race to actually kick off. So Hyperio's gone then, as I say, not sticking around. He's obviously not enjoying this track and this car. I know he likes that Mercedes, but he obviously doesn't like that car around this track. Seems to be working for the other guys driving it. Those curves you've got to be real careful of, probably unsight your car. Give you a loss of traction, make you spin out quite easily. So Potter just changing lobby settings. 18 laps, 50 litres of fuel, yep. He's done that correctly. He has asked me to kind of police pit laps as well, just to make sure people are changing tyre compounds and stuff like that. Joining the lobby, the guys just coming out on track then. It does sometimes mess the grid positions up if you don't leave the pits. least we've not had the dreaded pit glitch, at least. So Louis again looking like he's trying to get a hot lap in. No chance now though, 7 seconds to go before this second race tonight. So 5 guys, so we've got Louis at the front, Purcell in second, Pav in third, Jambu in fourth, and Potter started at the back in fifth. So we'll keep our eye on Pav. The lights are on red. They're off. So Potter getting a good start, and Jambu again getting a good start. Both of those guys looking for the inside line in this first corner. So Louis again getting a good start as well. So Pav and Potter side by side. Potter has got the inside line. Jambu getting a real good run. So down the inside of looking down the inside of Louis, but not taking the place. Potter up into third. Jambu looking down the inside of Louis. Louis going a bit wide. So looking like Louis lost that place to Jambu, because Jambu's got the inside line for this one. No, be clean. So Jambu just in front, but again side by side into this corner. Potter looking down the middle. Louis with the inside line. Jambu with the cutback. Oh, a bit of contact. Louis managing to keep the place. So Pav finding himself down into fifth. Was in third. Purcell in fourth. He was in second. Potter was at the back. He's up into third, and Jambu, he was in fourth. He's up into second as well. So looking down the inside of, the outside of Jambu, trying to lose a bit of penalty. So a bit of contact between Potter and Jambu. Louis managing to pull a big gap out on these guys. He's holding 0.4 of a second penalty though. So Purcell right on the back of the Potter, and Pav right on the back of him as well. So we'll see if any of these guys get the run on the next one. Purcell looking down the inside. Potter holding his line though, keeping the inside line for this one. Keeping his place. That's give Pav a look down the outside of Purcell as well. Purcell managing to keep that third though. Again Purcell looking down the inside of Potter. Potter going a bit wide. Let's give Purcell a look. Just get the inside line for this next one though. Oh, Potter just losing the back end a little bit. Did well to keep it on track. So Jambu only 3.3 back from that pack now, even though he had to do a donut. So the gap coming down between Louis and Potter. Again Purcell. Give it a position, he's gone down the inside. So he was ghosting, that was a bit naughty. He might not have been able to help it. Pav looking down the inside of Purcell now. Real tight punch this three. Again Purcell looking down the inside. That's giving Potter a bit of breathing space. He's got 1 second either side of him. So Purcell and Jambu. Purcell and Pav closing that gap. And Jambu now, he's pulled 2 and a bit seconds back on this pair as well. So 1.1 seconds back now, Jambu from Pav. holding 0.3 of a second. He has gained a bit more time back on Potter. So Louis still out in front with over a second lead. Also a couple of good races as Louis. Also Purcell looking around the inside of Potter there. A little bit of glitching going on. Again, Purcell down the inside, maybe running a pair of them wide. Yeah, Purcell's gone into ghost mode. There's a bit of glitching from him. So Pav now looking down the inside of Potter. Potter again getting the back end of that Mercedes. Loose. So Louis extending his gap 1.4 now. Yeah, just hitting that curb a little bit, getting the car unsettled. So now Purcell's closed the gap a little bit. It's got Potter and Potts and Pav and Jambu all now right on him. So this pack closing back up now. So Louis losing a bit of time, down to 0.6 of a second gap now. So he did well to keep that lead for the 4 laps. It's looking like this bunch are intent on taking that place off him. So he goes wide a little bit again there, Louis. Giving Purcell look, he's going down the inside. He's had to back out almost. No, again, he's taking another place through there, Purcell. Oh, just running Louis wide there. It's a little bit naughty of you. So that's put Louis down to the back now. He's going to lose a fair bit of time for that. Sure, that wasn't fully intentional. There is a bit of glitching from Purcell. Might have been the cause of it. So that means all the guys jump up a place, putting Louis down into 5th. So Potter put up into 1st then. Purcell, it's just missed that. Yeah, so unsure what happened there, but Purcell ended up now in the back of the pack. So Potter McPot now holding 1st with Pav right on him. Jambu looking down the inside of Pav. Not making the move stick through there though. McPot a little bit of a gap. Jambu all over the back of Pav. So it was a good battle from these 3 last races as well. So Jambu again looking down the inside. Pav closing the door on him though. This one again though. So he's almost having to go into every corner as Jambu. See if the tables are turned down here. Will Pav stay defensive? He's not had to. There's a fair amount of gap between himself and but he's run himself wide there. So let's give Jambu another glimmer of hope. 5 laps into this 18-lap race. Currently Jambu holding fastest lap with 1:44.7. Potter McPot out in front with 1 second lead. He's currently holding a 1:46. 45.61 is his fastest without a penalty. 45.5 with a penalty. Pav, he's got a 1:45.6 fastest lap. Jambu currently holding fastest lap of the race with 1:44.7. Louis with 1:46.0, and Perzel, who's right on the back of him now with a 1:44.9. So racing softs for Perzel, mediums for Louis, softs for Jambu, mediums for Pav, and mediums for Potter as well. So again, Jambu all over the back of Pav. Again, he's got another run down the inside. Can he make it stick this time? He's done it. He's got the position off Pav, so up into second for Jambu. It's taken him 2 and a bit laps to do it, but he's got the position done. So Potter now 1.4 seconds up from this pair. So Perzel getting past Louis. After the incident which put him at the back. So again, a lot of glitching from him. Going a little bit wide there. It's like Louis to close the gap up as well. Jambu closing the gap now on Potter. It's just over a second. The gap's equal between Potter and Pav as well, second, so Jambu's in a sandwich. So Perzel's in the pits. See what tyres he comes out on. Racing mediums. So Potter extended his gap to 1.3. Pav now extended his gap a little bit to Jambu extended his gap a little bit to Pav. So we'll just keep an eye on whether these guys come in the pits. Not a lot of fuel left for Potter. I think he can squeeze one more lap out of that. Jambu certainly isn't. And nor is Pav, so we'll see whether Potter dives in or whether we can risk another lap with those. With that fuel. And he's staying out, is Potter. So good bit of driving from him. Pav and Jambu in the pits now. So Potter's just going to make sure he gets around this lap with that fuel. So Louis, Pav and Jambu in the pits. Perzel's just come in. Potter's eked it out for one extra lap. Fuel saving. So Potter will be in this lap. Still got plenty of grip left on those tyres though. But he wishes he had more fuel. To get in front of Pav through the pits. So just taking on half a tank of fuel did Louis. Pav taking on 3/4 of the tank, so that's how Louis managed to take that place off Pav. Perzel unfortunately still at the back, 6.8 seconds back. So we have to go a little bit defensive for Pav. He's right at the back of Jambu though. Oh, just Pav losing it a little bit there. He did well to correct and keep himself on track. So Potter in the pits now. Going for a big glug of fuel and a fresh set of racing softs. See where he comes out in relation to these guys. So they're just coming through these chicanes into the last corner, onto the start-finish straight. Pot just leaving the pits now. So Perzel's left the room. Potter's managed to keep his first place. Also 5-6 seconds up from this from the guys behind him. So his strategy working out for him there, Potter. Just got to keep it consistent to the end and not spin off the track. Looks like he might take that race as well. So Louis getting in front of Jambu. Good battle between these three. Only a 1 second penalty though, Louis. So, nearly 3 wide through there. Louis managing to hold on to that place. He's on the racing softs. He would be pulling out a bit of a gap. He may have to pit again. So Pav now getting past Jambu. Jambu just getting a little wrong on the corner before. Potter now 1.7 up. Losing a bit of time, but loads of time to Louis. Still holding that first though. Well, I don't know what happened to Potter. He lost a lot of time through there. He was 6 seconds up from this bunch, and now they're all over his tail. If he's not careful, they're going to take him down this straight as well. Losing slipstream range, and Pav's within slipstream range as well. So looking for the inside move there, but losing his penalty unfortunately, and giving Potter the run. So not managing to take that place off Potter through that lap. So Jambu losing a bit of time, 1.4 back from these three. Pav looking down the inside, taking the place off Louis. Louis on the inside for this next one though. He's not a bit too far back to go for the dive down the inside. So Potter and Pot looking like he was storming away with this race. He's now under a bit of pressure from these three behind him. Jambu still holding that fastest lap though with a 1:44.7. Pav right on the back of Potter. Taking a slightly wider line through there, Potter. Yeah, so Perzel's just come online. He's lost his connection. That's why he's left the room. It was a bit glitchy. So Potter getting a good run through those last couple of corners. Losing time to Pav. In the slipstream range, that Aston's obviously got some good legs on it. Looking like the Mercedes has got the better top end though. So keeping his first place, Potter. Pav in second, Louis third, Jambu in fourth. Unfortunately, Perzel got kicked out with connection issues. And Hyperia was having an absolute nightmare first race, so decided not to join this second race. 11 laps into this 18 lapper. All the guys have pitted. I think Louis is going to struggle to make the rest of this race. He will have to pit again. So again, Pav right on the back of Potter. Taking the inside, slightly defensive line. Good run out of there, did Pav, as did Louis. Good, clean, tight racing between these guys. It has been pretty much all season as well. Want to see some good clean racing, go back and check the whole season. All the races are on here, all commentated by myself. So Potter now is under some real pressure from Pav. Pav looking down the inside and taking the place off Potter. Not quite, bit of contact between them. Pav going slightly wide, giving Potter that to relinquish the place back to Pav. That's giving Louis a look down the inside as well, so Potter losing 2 places there. So you've got 6 laps if you want to try and get that first place back. All 3 of these guys on the racing softs, and Louis, Jambu on the mediums. We're 3/4 of the way through this race. We're still pretty tight between these guys. So, it's only Jambu's 1.5 seconds back. Soft, so possibly able to get slightly better lap times in than Jambu. So Pav putting a little bit of a gap out on Louis, almost a second now. Potts managed to make that time back. He's back on the tail end of Louis. And I thought he's close enough to have a dive down this lap. Making his presence known. Oh, he's gone down the inside of Louis there. So Louis does like a tight, wide line through there. Potter's taking advantage. So Potter up into second now. Oh, and Louis looking for take the place back through there. Pot's got 1.2 seconds to make up on Pav to get that first place back. He's going to be putting him under pressure that whole time. Jambu, yeah, losing a little bit more time now. Jambu is holding a tiny penalty as well. Staying pretty consistent, 1.2, 1.3. Pav just losing the back end a little bit there. Potter keeping it clean, so it's closed that gap a tiny bit, 1.2 of a second. See if we can gain some time through the chicane a little bit. So again, hitting those curves, just unsighting Pav's car there, giving Potter a good look. Saw in the background Louis just hitting those curbs, going slightly wide as well. So see if Potter can get his first place back down here. He's got to look down the inside. No, again a little bit too far back. 3 of the second though. So again, back end of that Aston just losing out a little bit to Potter. Again, tight line through there, Potter. Getting a better run out. So looking for a little move. No. Thinking about taking this place back down the start-finish straight. Just over half a second between these two. Coming down slowly. Again, Potter getting a better run through the chicanes. He's now real close to the back of Pav. Down. Potter he's going to look down the inside. Not this time. So 15 laps into 18. Pot now holding fastest lap with 1:44.3. He's putting Pav under some real pressure, so Louis has had to dive in the pits again. He's put him down into last place. So Pav has put Potter under some pressure for a couple of these races. Potter feeling the pressure again tonight. He was holding first after the pits, 6-second lead, and lost all that time within the first couple of laps to these guys. So this is the NXTGEN versus MRC team versus team event you're watching tonight. Sponsored by David Appleby Engineering. So there will be links in the description after the race for David Appleby Engineering, who sponsored this season. There will be links in the description for NXTGEN Racing and Short Racing Club as well. So again, Potter right on the bumper of Pav. Looking like he might have it down here side by side into this first corner. So Potter taking that place. He's not going to outbrake himself. So did a good bit of driving there. Managed to take that place off Pav. So yeah, there will be links in the description below for David Appleby, NXTGEN and MRC. They're not there now because I'm commentating. So Potter going slightly wide there. Pav managed to close that gap a little bit. Jambu now 7 seconds back from Pav, and unfortunately for Louis, he's 27 seconds back from Jambu. He has had to pit again though. So Potter's got Pot just on the grass a tiny bit there. So it's role reversal now with Pav behind Potter. Oh, so Potter losing the back end there with a little bit of contact from Pav. So that's brought Jambu right back into this mix as well. So it's good to see that the guys are relinquishing places when there is contact and guys getting knocked off track. We don't want to see people getting bashed off and culprit just driving away. It doesn't make for fair racing. It doesn't make you want to stick about. Oh my god. I know who that is. Just change your name, have you? Potter still holding his first. Pav, I don't think, is close enough this lap to go for a dive down the inside. But that has brought Jambu back into this mix. He's losing a bit of time to these guys up front. Evening, Mr. Gemba. I did see your post there, my friend. So half a second gap now Potter's got on Pav. Lap 17 of 18. So Pav does need to be careful. Not a lot of fuel left. Jambu's closed that gap as well, so less than a second between Pav and Jambu. As I say, if Pav's not careful, he may run out of fuel. Bottom of pot looking like he's got plenty. That gap to the second, losing a bit of time through that corner. So he's holding plenty of fuel. Again, it's Pav that needs to be careful, I think. So he stayed out as Pav. Might be in fuel saving mode 6 right about now. Say so, being how quick Jambu's gaining on him. So Jambu looking down the inside, taking the place off Pav. So Pav's really going to struggle now. I doubt he's going to be able to take that place back without losing fuel and running himself dry before the end of the race. He is pressing Jambu though. Down the inside to take that place back. Jambu looking like he's keeping that place. So Potter and Pot pulling out a gap, 1.7 now on these pair. So, Pav's not messing about, he's not letting Jambu just run away with it. Slightly better run out of that corner. So this takes me back to the first race. Jambu going defensive, Pav looking down the outside. Just see whether Pav can resist pressing that throttle too much. So this is the final lap. So if you suddenly see Pav drop off the back of Jambu, that's because he's just run out of fuel. Only a couple of corners left though. It is looking good for him. He'll just flick up back to Potter, watch him come across the line. So Potter in first, Jambu in second. So there we go, Pav just running out of fuel there on the line. Louis bringing up the rear, 22.5 seconds back, so he did pull a bit of time back after his pit stop. His strategy not working out for him tonight. So I do usually say that the more people that are in a lobby, the better the racing there is, but actually there's only been 4 people in this lobby, and there's been some great racing. So yeah, congratulations to Potter McPotts. Congratulations to Jambu, Pav and Louis, really. It's good racing from throughout the pack, really. So that's another round over, people. That was the NXTGEN Racing versus MRC Team versus Team event. Again, sponsored by David Appleby Engineering. Links will be in the description below for all of the bump. I'm back on tomorrow night for the P1 racing. That's the Super Formula, so pretty much Formula 1 looking cars. So that's their Super Formula League. And then I am actually racing myself Friday night. So if you stick around and watch that, just be aware it might be a bit sweary. So if you've got small children or sensitive ears, please leave the room on Friday. Anyway, well done, Potter McPot. That's pretty much the stream over. We've got one more round next week. That's from Catalunya. That will be an endurance race. That's a 50-minuter. They will start with a full tank of fuel for that race. Again, 15-minute quali and then a 50-minute race. They start with a full tank of fuel and they can use any combination. There's no stipulation they've got to change a combination of tyres or anything like that, compactor tyres. It's just going to be a straight out shoot to the line. There'll be a lot of strategy involved with fuel, etc., tyre wear, and that'll be the race. This race season decided next week. So make sure you stick around for next week's race. Again, come and check me out tomorrow night for the P1 race, and Friday night for my actual MRC GTTCC races. That's it's GR4 class cars, so Audi TT, Siroccos, but mostly Porsches I think this season, because it's the fastest car really. But all the guys have done their own liveries. There's 5 leagues I think. Hopefully they'll all be full most Friday nights. Do like a good battle through the pack and stuff like that. As long as you're getting into a bit of a battle with someone, you know, it's good racing. Whether you're at the front, whether you're at the back, it's all good racing. And as long as it's clean as well, that's what we want. So I'm going to end the stream, people. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around, watching the race. Make sure you check me out next week. Make sure you check me out tomorrow. Make sure you check me out Friday for the next 5 Fridays for the GTTCC. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.